Are concerned for our president after seeing what's in this pic. Do you see why? From Amanda Shea, mpolitical.com. President Donald Trump has only been back from Asia for approximately 48 hours, and people are already expressing concern about him and what a couple of photos caught not long after landing back in the U.S. He's arguably one of the most hardworking presidents in our nation's history, and certainly the most attacked. But now there's a new reason to take a closer look at what the camera unintentionally caught upon his return from a grueling 13-day, 5-country tour through Asia. Trump's trip to the Orient was a successful one, including bringing home the 3 UCLA basketball players who face a 10-year prison sentence after being accused of shoplifting sunglasses, despite the hateful liberal media claiming he returned home having accomplished little. If anything, it's what was seen on the return that's now getting all the attention. Something else has now been pointed out in these photos, along with what else deranged leftists don't want to own up to. Trump declared the trip tremendously successful. Noted the Daily Mail. I think the fruits of our labor are going to be incredible, whether it's the security of our nation, whether it's the security of the world, or whether it's trade, he added, according to opposing views. However, the Daily Mail was quick to accuse him of having achieved no specific accomplishments, simply because they choose to ignore the fact that he's actually far more successful in his first 10 months in office than Barack Obama was in 8 years. However, liberals also made a point to slander him for something else they saw as he exited Air Force One. The left had nothing to attack our president unless they make it up, but now they are actually attacking him for how he looked while exiting the plane, saying that he's gained a lot of weight, and also accused him of using drugs. Sometime in the 13 days he was over in Asia, they actually made it sound like he ballooned. The photo angle may have not been that flattering, and let's not forget that he was also on the tail end of a long flight and an even longer trip. It's okay to be human and not camera ready in every moment, especially one like this. It's also in part what makes him one of the most approachable presidents in history. He's a real person. Even if his weight does fluctuate, who cares? The difference he's making in America, when rightfully not focusing on his look or the immature comments people make about him, is what really matters most. He's a president, not a spokesmodel. My God, he is getting huge, one disgusting commenter wrote online. Another chimed in, fattest president after Taft, and rapidly gaining on him. I mean, isn't this disgusting, to tell you the truth? I thought they were talking about his health. Look at the state of him, a fat, bloated old codger with a comb over, said another. You know, I mean, poor Melania, according to opposing views, who also pointed out that another commenter accused him of using drugs. The guy looked like he has been smoking something while on his Asia trip to the Philippines. They're talking about themselves, actually. He looked out of this world with all those drugs down his throat. It's disgusting. Trump has proved himself to be far more hardworking than his predecessor, and now he's being criticized for how he looks, since liberals don't have a clue what hard work really looks like. Old Baldy, someone called him online, before saying he looked a tad frazzled, which in their minds must mean that the pace is way too much for him. It's not the pace, which he has managed remarkably well, while also fielding their criticism. It's the constant onslaught of hate that Trump constantly faces, no matter how much good he does in our country. That must be truly exhausting. Impressively, he even takes that on well and comes out for a press conference on his success in Asia the very next day. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer inaccurately stated that the trip was a flop, providing a complete lie as his basis for making such a statement. He seemed far more interested in pomp and circumstances, red carpets, fancy meals. They're just jealous because because Obama was disrespected down there. Because they know, the people know who's good and who isn't. You know, red carpets, fancy meals, and flattery of foreign leaders. Yeah, why don't they talk about Obama? Then advancing American interests in a region that is increasingly looking to China for leadership, Schumer said. However, Trump actually skipped a fancy dinner to dine with our troops instead, proving Schumer's statements inaccurate once again. It's in part for this reason that the president was then accused of something even worse and more untrue. If it's not random, irrelevant keyboard critics on the internet commenting on him personally, it's repulsive politicians who are trying to discredit him. The president is attacked from all sides and still stands tall. Absolutely. I mean, isn't that something? He's tired too, and he doesn't look fat, really. I mean, really, give me a break. What, in 13 days he gained a tremendous amount of weight? I mean, just looks regular. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.